Who likes biscuits and sausage gravy? I know I do. I'm as southern as they come, and I love sausage, gravy, and biscuits. So today, I'm gonna do some sausage, gravy, and biscuits on the Blackstone Griddle, and it's gonna be some good groceries. Biscuits on the flat top griddle? Yes, you can do this. I'm gonna show you how to do canned biscuits on the griddle top. It's gonna be amazing. You want your griddle top to be around 300 degrees. You don't want this to be very hot at all, because we're cooking these biscuits kind of low and slow, all right? So our griddle top here is about right at 300 degrees. What I like to do first is take a little bit of avocado oil, put down on the griddle, so that way you won't have anything stick. Now we're going to put our biscuits on the top, and we're going to put our large dome over top of these. Now it's time for the meat of this recipe. We're going to take 1 pound of your favorite sausage. This happens to be mine. It's a local sausage that I use all the time. We want to get this onto a pre-warmed griddle. I got my knobs all on low. Get this onto the griddle. And you just want to break this up into little bite-sized pieces, and you want to get everything kind of brown. You really want a nice caramelization on this sausage. You want your sausage consistency to be somewhat similar to this right here. Once your sausage is done, we're going to put this over into an aluminum foil pan. These things really work well when you're cooking on the griddle. We're just going to get all that sausage and its fat. The fat is what you need as well. But a lot of times with sausage, it doesn't render a lot of fats. What I like to do is add about 2 tablespoons of bacon grease to this. While the bacon grease kind of melts, let's check on our biscuits, y'all. Ooh, they've risen really well. Let's see what they look like on the bottom side. Perfect, perfect. Love it. Oh yeah, exactly what you want. If you notice on my griddle, I got this burner on low. It was getting a little bit hot, so I just cut it off. I'm just gonna cycle it back on for just a little bit longer, just to try to get those cooked through. Once you flipped them, get your temperature back up to about 275, 300, your dome back on. Easy as that. Once your bacon grease is all kind of melted, nice little layer of fat in there, now it's time for our flour. And we're just gonna come in here. A good rule of thumb is 1 tablespoon of fat to 1 tablespoon of flour. But I just kind of dump it and then stir it up a little bit, see how it goes. What you're doing here, y'all, you're just making a simple roux. It's still kind of loose. That tells me it needs just a little bit more flour. We're gonna cook this for about 1 to 2 minutes, and that's so that it takes that raw flour taste out of the dish. Once you've cooked your flour for 1 to 2 minutes, now it's time for your liquid. And what I like to use to make it really, really creamy, really, really rich is some half and half. And as you do that, your gravy will begin thickening. And really you just kind of pour more liquid in until it reaches a gravy consistency. So we're just gonna keep an eye on this and kind of let it come up to a little bit of a simmer. I know what you're thinking. Hussey, what about the biscuits? Let me show you. Woo-hoo-hoo! Dang it, boy. Look at that biscuit right there. Nice crust. Probably shouldn't barehand it like that, but you know, I'm a man. Let's see what they all look like. Oh, perfect. I'm pretty sure these are done, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna be sure they are done. One trick to show you on this is take an instant read thermometer, just like this. You wanna put it right in the center. About 200 degrees means it's perfecto. 199 degrees, I'll call that game. All right, I haven't put any salt and pepper in this dish at all, and you can do that. I'm gonna take a little bit of this lumberjack seasoning. I'll come in here and add just a little bit. You start seeing your gravy kind of thicken up, season up a little bit. You don't want it too thick. You don't want it thicker than a Snicker. Come in with a little bit more liquid. All right, so now let's get some of these bad boys plated. Personally, I like to crack mine open and leave the open on top. Some people like it on the bottom. They like the crust on top. Let me know how you like yours too. Just gonna come in here and take some of this beautiful gravy. Golly, boy, look at this. We're just gonna pour it right over that biscuit. Boy, what you talking about? Dang, that's some good groceries. Best part of the job is trying these groceries out. Let's see what they taste like. What I like about the biscuits on the top is it kind of gives a nice little crust. If you don't want the crust to be so crusty, you know, go lower temperature and not so long. So it's pretty easy to accommodate. Let's give us a try. My word. That's true south in your mouth right there, y'all. Whew, boy. Nothing like biscuits and gravy. It's creamy. It's got the sausage spices really comes through. Man, the gravy is just so silky. So silky. I get a little bit of the spice from the lumberjack kind of coming through. This is fantastic, y'all. I'm sure whoever you make this for, they will love it. Today we're going to do some beautiful quesadillas. I love a good quesadilla. Might be one of my most favorite dishes of all time. And we're gonna try to church it up just a little bit, y'all. But hey, sit tight, get ready. It's gonna be some good groceries. We're gonna start prepping some of our vegetables for our chicken quesadillas. Just got a red pepper here. I love using red peppers. They're nice and sweet, just really flavorful. And it also looks very good too. Next, we got a red onion. I like using red onion also, colorful. And I don't know, just like the taste. I like to make these kind of small pieces. You could use whatever onion you want. You can do sweet onions, red onions, whatever you like, or omit onions. But I like the red onions. One thing I also like about quesadillas is have a nice sauce to go with it. Not just some ordinary sour cream. I like to church it up a little bit. So I'm going to make a chipotle sour cream to go with these beautiful quesadillas. Just going to come in here and add a nice little dollop of sour cream. And I got a can of chipotles here in adobo sauce. Love, love, love this. Some of this adobo sauce, I'm just going to put over here into our sour cream. Gives it a nice smoky flavor. So I just used one chipotle pepper here, and I'm just going to dice this up real fine, just like this. Kick that up just a little bit more. I'm going to use a little bit of this Blackstone street taco seasoning. Stir that up. To really waken these flavors up, I like to take a lime. It also thins out your sauce just a little bit. I'm just going to give this a little bit of a try here. It's going to go good on some quesadillas. Can't have a quesadilla without some really ooey gooey cheese. For that cheese, I like to use Oaxaca cheese. Beautiful Oaxaca cheese, melts. Gosh, it just melts so good. So I'm going to do some of that. Plus we're going to use just some regular Mexican shredded cheese that you get from your refrigerated cheese section at your supermarket. If you can't find Oaxaca, just use whatever cheese you like, whatever cheese you can find. Can't have a chicken quesadilla without, well, chicken. I'm doing chicken breast here. You feel free to use chicken thighs if you like. It works well with chicken thighs. But place where I shop at, they actually have chicken already cubed up for you. So it makes it nice for me. Last thing to do here, y'all, we just got to get these chicken. We got to get it seasoned up. Our griddle top's nice and pre-warmed, and we're going to get our vegetables down. First things first, we're going to add a little bit of, this is avocado oil, peppers, and then our onions. All right, we just want to cook these until they're nice and soft, tender, to the way you like it. You like it a little more al dente, you know, take it al dente, but we're going kind of soft. And that's going to take 2 to 3 minutes or so. We're just going to mix these all together since everybody likes these vegetables. Kick it up a little notch. I want to use some more of this street taco. So our chicken, same thing, a little avocado oil. Where we season this, we want that on the griddle first, so we're just going to come. Let's hit this other side, a little bit more of this street taco. Now I want to give you a pro tip. This is what I like to do here. We're going to take a lime, cut it in half. Take your cut side lemons, lay that on the griddle. Probably saying, why, Hussey, why? It gives it a little bit of a smoky flavor, the flesh of that cut side. It opens the lime up. You can squeeze it, and you get a lot more juice out of it. So you just want to work your chicken, work it around just until it's done. You don't want it burnt, just work it around so it doesn't get hot, doesn't get burned, doesn't get charred. These vegetables are nice and soft. This is exactly the way I'm looking. I'm just going to bring it up here to the top of the griddle, just so it's not real hot up here. Just kind of keeps it nice and warm. Check out these limes. It's got a nice char on it. The sugars, natural sugars in the lime, they've caramelized, and that just means extra flavor. And I like to come in here, just put that over my chicken. Just kind of mix that up. We want some flavor on these as well. So again, we got this other lime right here. Put those peppers up here. I'm actually going to turn this burner here off so nothing really cooks any longer. We're going to add a little bit of butter. Butter is awesome for tortillas. Gives a nice crust. So we're just going to come here and put our tortillas down. So we're going to lay some of this Oaxaca cheese down. Now we're going to do a little bit of chicken. We'll do some vegetables. We're just going to come here with that Mexican blend cheese. And this is how I do them. Some people say this is not a quesadilla. I don't know. All right, once your outside's nice and crispy to the way you like it, these things are done. Let's get these off. Let's go to the cutting board. Y'all, these quesadillas look amazing, but we're not done yet. We got to slice these dudes up. So I'm going to use old trusty pizza rocker. All right, so I finished cutting all the quesadillas. I just kind of cut them up into threes, okay? All right, for a little bit of color, I like to come in here, just a little bit of just fresh cilantro. Best part of the job is right now, get to try these bad boys. Which one do I want? Which one do I want? Ooh, I want this one right here. I like this right here. You see all that cheese? I got those peppers running through there. Woo-hoo-hoo! It's gonna be good groceries. First, I'm gonna try it without sauce. Cheers. Mmm. Y'all, Oaxaca cheese is where it's at. I want to try some of this sauce. Cheers. Mmm. Mm-hmm. 10 times better. Man. What I like is that smoky chipotle. Really, really shines through. I taste that street taco seasoning. And then that lime really wakens everything up. This is fantastic. Y'all give these chicken quesadillas a try. I am sure you will love it. Apple Delights. What in the heck is Apple Delights? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to show you. We're going to make a cream filling for our Apple Delights first. All right, to our mixer, we're going to add a package of Dream Whip and half a cup of milk. And we're going to put this on a medium speed on our mixer, and we're going to mix this until it's thickened. Directions say stiff. I'm going to say similar to almost like a pudding. All right, after your Dream Whip is done, now we add a few other goodies. We're going to add 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 block of softened cream cheese. Ooh, that's going to be good right there. And we're going to add a dash of vanilla. Now we're going to mix this together until smooth. Took about a minute to do that. Now let's see what we got. Ooh, yeah. That's going to make it nice. All right, I'm gonna go put this in the fridge right quick, and then we're gonna come get our apples ready. All right, guys, we got our creamy mixture. We got it ready. We got it in the refrigerator. It's chilling out. It's getting ready. Now, let's get some apples ready. I got some Honeycrisp apples that we're just gonna slice up here. We want just some circles, cut fairly thin, not real thick. There we go. Look at that. We're gonna do 2 apples. Once you got your apples cut up into little circles, let's take a little bit of lemon juice. Pour that over there. That way, one thing, they won't oxidize. And let's give these a toss. After we add lemon juice, we're going to add some brown sugar. And we're going to add some of this. This is a dessert shake that I use. Love this stuff. Got all kinds of cinnamon. It's got some honey powder. It's good stuff. Make sure everybody's got a piece. All right, we're going to move our apples right here. And the last thing, we're going to do some puff pastry. That's gonna be our vessel. Just some refrigerated puff pastry. What makes it nice is that it's already rolled out and already on parchment paper for you. And so we just took our handy dandy little cutter, cut these circles out. And this is gonna be where we're gonna put our cream on, and we're gonna put our apple on it. So let's get on over to the griddle. Let's get these things going, all right, y'all? All right, we're gonna get our apples down here, guys. And we're gonna put them on the griddle. We got it on a low heat. And we're gonna let these go for about 2 to 3 minutes until they're kind of softened on that one side. Now over here on our left side, your right side, we're gonna get our puff pastry down. And we're gonna start off with a little bit of butter. I got this side a little bit lower than this side. All right, now we're gonna get our puff pastry circles. We're gonna get those down on the griddle, and we're gonna let those go until they've puffed up on this one side. We're gonna flip it and cook it on the other side. All right, after about 2 to 3 minutes, these apples, they are ready to flip. Ooh, look at that. That's what you want, y'all. All right, y'all, it's been about 4 to 5 minutes. Our puff pastries, they are done. Look how golden brown those are. Our apples, they're done too. We're gonna get these off of the griddle, and we're gonna head over to the cutting board now. So I'm just gonna spoon some of this cream mixture just onto our puff pastry mixture. Who needs a piping bag? Look at that, Hussey's got a steady hand. I feel like that could be a country song. Hussey's got a steady hand. There's all of our cream. Now we're gonna take one. Woo, those are hot. Good night. This one right here is just gonna have 2, just like that. Woo, ooh-wee, there we go. All right, we're not done yet. We're just gonna dust these with a little bit of this dessert shake. All right, guys, our Apple Delights. I can't wait to sink my teeth into these bad boys. Mmm, that puff pastry is so dang good. Our cream mixture that we made is so dang good. And those apples, nice, sweet, tart. Perfectly cooked. You got to do this. Like today, go out and get it right now. Guarantee you'll love it. Blackstone Steak Udon. Boy, that sounds good. Our friends over at Or Whatever You Do posted this steak udon that really caught my feels, and I wanted to do it myself. I'll put a little bit of a different spin on it for myself. Some of the ingredients I couldn't find. But hey, today we're gonna do steak udon, courtesy of Or Whatever You Do. I appreciate you posting that, my friend. Let's get started, y'all. First order of action, we gotta get this steak down. We gotta get a little marinade in it. And we're gonna take 2 New York strips. Use whatever you like. If you don't want to do New York strips, do ribeye. You can do whatever. You can do sirloin if you like. We're gonna do some New York strips and cut those into nice thin strips. Once you got all of those cut, we're gonna put all of those into a bowl. Once you got your steak in a bowl, we're gonna marinate it for just a little bit in this Bashan's miso. This is a brand new sauce that Bashan sent over, and boy, I can't wait because this is some good stuff. We're just gonna massage that in this New York strip. After you've mixed that well, we're just gonna set it over to the side, and we're gonna get our vegetables ready for this steak udon. All right, time for our vegetables. I got a plethora of things. This is kind of what I followed from them, all about the colors. All right, once you got your peppers cored, now we're just gonna chop these up into manageable pieces, and then we're gonna chop these into like kind of squares, just like that, nice bite-sized pieces. For our onion here, we just wanna cut it very similar pieces to our peppers. You want everything to be rather uniform. You know, you got company over, they're gonna start critiquing the way you cut things. And if they don't like it, you know, just show them to the door. We got our peppers, we got our onions, got those ready. Now we're gonna add a little bit of broccoli. Their recipe actually called for Chinese broccoli or Japanese broccoli. We don't have any of that, so regular broccoli it is. We got all our vegetables ready, and let's talk about the noodles. I like to use these stir-fry noodles. I get these at Walmart, great. They come in 2 packs of 2, and you know, it really works well. They're just pre-packaged. If you only want to do one, you just do one. They also have Hokkien, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm sure somebody will tell me I pronounced that wrong. Noodles, they're also good for griddle dishes as well. It's a little thicker noodle. It stands up to the griddle real well, obviously. But yeah. All right, guys, now it's time to get these veggies onto the griddle top. I'm gonna start off with a little bit of oil. This is just avocado, olive oil blend, just like that. And we're gonna put our broccoli right there. I love broccoli on the Blackstone. I love the char that it gets, just really does well. But for our veggies, we're gonna add some salt. We're gonna add a little bit of pepper. Kind of see this already, a little bit of char on that broccoli. That's exactly what you want. We'll make it kind of al dente. We're gonna let our vegetables, we're gonna let them go for about 2 to 3 minutes. The steak, we're gonna wait. This right here is really the longest time. Steaks at last, because it takes the shortest amount of time to cook. Hey y'all, thanks for watching thus far. If you don't mind, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. And leave me a comment, I'd love to interact with you. All right, let's mix everybody into this. Everybody's in here. Let everybody have a little bit of this action. We're just gonna throw them all in one pool. We're just gonna let this go kind of over here on the side. Our noodles does need to be warmed just a little bit, and how we're gonna do that is I'm just gonna put these noodles right on top of our vegetables right now. All right, now, we're gonna create just a little bit of steam for these noodles. We're just gonna add just a little bit of water. You just really wanna get these noodles kind of going around, and plus it steams the vegetables as well a little bit more. All right, now it's time to get our beef down, y'all, and we're just gonna scatter this beef around. You don't wanna put just one glop right in the middle. That'll create a little temperature shock, if you will, to each piece, and it doesn't get a lot of char on more pieces like you want. That's looking really good. Let's see what these vegetables are like, y'all. Those noodles are coming apart. Man, oh man. Just try to get those off each other. Hey, break it up, y'all. Check that out. All right. Now, to our vegetables and to our noodles, we're gonna add a little bit of ginger paste, just a little bit. We'll add a little bit of garlic paste. If you wanna use fresh, feel free. We're just gonna mix this together. Man, boy, you could smell this. It smells amazing. Smells amazing. Our beef. Let's flip it over. Woo! Woo-hoo, boy, woo-hoo, look at that. That's what you want right there, y'all. That's all kinds of flavor. Man, that Bachan marinade that we put on there smells amazing too. Well, I can't wait to get into this. All right, our steak, it's done. We're gonna put all of this into the middle. Now, everybody in here, just like this. I'm gonna cut my griddle top down, pretty much off. We're gonna take a little bit more of this Bachan sauce. Also, a little bit of sweet chili sauce. Oh boy. Y'all, this looks phenomenal. Y'all, our steak udon, it is done. Let's get this off the griddle. Let's get it in a plate so we can try this bad boy. You ready? Shoo. And that, my friends, is steak udon on the Blackstone. And man, it looks amazing. We're not done yet though. We're gonna church it up a little bit. All right, so we got just a few white sesame seeds that we're going to church this up with. Man, your guests are gonna be like, dang it, boy. We're gonna come in with just a little bit more of this Bachan sauce just on top, just to make sure everything's nice and hydrated. All right, guys, hey, it's time for the toughest part of this job. I sure hate eating in front of all you guys, but you know, it's just part of the job. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit of everything right here. Man, oh man. We'll get a little piece of that steak. I wanna make sure I get a broccoli. I love broccoli. Cheers, y'all. Oh man, that Bachan sauce is so good. Got an umami effect. It works so well. That steak is nice and tender, nice and flavorful. The noodles have a great flavor. Tastes a little bit of that sweet chili sauce that we put in there as well. It's a slam dunk all the way around, y'all. Guys, you want to be the star of your next tailgating party or your backyard party, you're watching some football, well, have no fear, the old walking tacos here, and Hussey's gonna show you how to make his version of this walking taco. It's gonna be some good groceries. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna get our ground beef going. I got just a little over 1 pound of ground beef, and this is really about all the work. There's a little bit of prep involved. Most of it's just browning your meat off. So we got our 1 pound of ground chuck onto the griddle top, and we want to break everything up so that we get some nice color on all sides of your meat. We got to add some flavor to this, y'all. We're going to use a little bit of this Blackstone street taco seasoning. Man, that smell, as soon as it hits the griddle, hits that meat, boy, it's good stuff. Just try to chop your beef up into this nice manageable pieces and just let it cook. There we go, it's about done right there. I'm gonna try to bring that up here so it's some of that fat kind of drained down to the rear grease management. All right, once your meat is done, I'm just gonna transfer that to a bowl. Just to level up a little bit, I'm gonna take some more of this street taco, just gonna mix it up. Now comes the fun part, y'all. I guess this is the taco portion. And what you use is, you can use anything. You could use Fritos, you could use Doritos, whatever, sky's the limit. You can use Funyuns if you want, but I like Doritos. These might be my favorite. What's your favorite? You like the red bag or the blue bag Doritos? Y'all let me know down below. So basically, this is your vessel. This is what you eat your walking taco in. Again, that's why it's so easy. So basically what you do is you bring your bag and you take the top off of it, just like that. And then, there you're left with your Doritos. And to help things along so you can eat them a little bit, just take them and crunch them a little bit. You don't want Dorito dust, y'all. Just a little bit. Don't get too crazy on them. But you want to make sure you can get it onto your fork. So just like that right there. You see there? Beautiful little pieces. We need to build these walking tacos. I'm going with the blue. And if you notice, I got these big bags. The little bags, they're good and all, but Hussey needs 2 or 3 of these. So why not just go big bag, and it's better for everybody, okay? So let's take a little bit of this meat right here. Put it right there on top of your Doritos. But now we're gonna come in, we're gonna put some cheese on that. A little bit of cheese, a little tomato, a little lettuce, a little bit of pickled jalapeno. Woo, boy. Boy, I love these things. Come on now. A little bit of this guacamole. Boom. That's a big old walking taco right there. All right, last but not least, a little bit of sour cream. Ooh, yeah. I like sour cream. A little bit of this verde sauce. It's good stuff. There you have it, y'all. The old walking taco. So easy, so good. Let's give us a try. Let's get everything. I want to get everything. Oh man, look at that. Woohoo! Look at that right there. Man, that's good. First things first, Doritos is my most favorite chip in the world, number one. Number two, one of my most favorite foods in the world is a taco. I just married them together and got a walking taco. The meat is so good, nice and flavorful from that taco seasoning. And then you just marry it with everything else. The lettuce, nice crunch. Got a pack of pickled jalapeno right there. Y'all, this is so good. I guarantee you make this, next little football gathering, you know, party, tailgate, people gonna think you some kind of dang griddle pimp, I tell you.